Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. So on the north side, as the Commando Knob, we have DerKa chMaNn. I have no idea. So on the Lord Inquisitor, we have Arise, and spawning as the Mech Boy, we have Red crown555. On the south side, as the Hive Tyrant, we have Big Mathis. As the Warlock, we have Dish, and as the Lord Commissar, a Bam9.
Our allies have themselves a victory point. Allies have captured a requisition point.
Now we've got a chance.
Do have some hits there onto the Chaos, getting all my words mixed up. Warlock from the Lord Inquisitor. Looks like both of them are relatively even there. Does get a stun shot there, allowing the Imperial Guardsmen to get some extra hits. Does also have to start an upgrade as well, but we've got multiple Guardian squads advancing forward as well. And howling, and there's also Imperial Guards squad from his opponent.
Generator coming up.
Lord Inquisitor is trying to capture the central VP. Got the shooter squads advancing forward with the Commando Knob. And Guardian squad is trying to come forward up to support. Looks like it's going to capture the southern, northern point there. Hive Tyrant engaging the Mech Boy's forces. Does get a little knockback there onto the Mech Boy himself. And looks like the Slugger squad does fall back. The two shooters from the region, and his teammate is sending in some Imperial Guardsmen to help engage that Hive Tyrant. Down south, we got the Mech Boy teleporting forward, trying to type the Termagant squad up in melee. The Sentinels walk around the center of the map, and we've got the Howling Banshees severely wounded, trying to engage the Commando Knob. The Guardian squads do fall back. Imperial Guardsmen and the shooter squads advancing forward. Got two squads of Imperial Guardsmen in the center map. Both of them upgrade the Sergeant upgrade. And the Sluggers will type one of them up in melee. The other one will continue his firing, but we've seen multiple fire from multiple squads, so we'll be able to stay around all too long. Hive Tyrant, Termagant squad does four, or Hormagant squad does force back Imperial Guard squad. Imperial Guard squad will have 3 health remaining, and we'll skip on out there. The Lord Inquisitor will pursuing that Termagant squad. The Termagant squad may go down in return, down 6 health. Teleports forward, and then get a melee hit off there. Fires burst there, and the shooter squad finish off the Hormagants. Up north, we've got the Lord Commissar captured the field, or the requisition point there. Multiple generators have been jumped on down. And the Lord Commissar is out of energy. We'll be tying up the shooter squad of melee as the Commando squad is trying to come support him. In the center over here, we do got the shooter squads engaging the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees are going to force them back, no problem. There's a lot of Guardians in this region as well. Let's see. There's three Guardians? Yeah, actually, that player has deployed out 3 Guardian squads. Over here, we do got 2 generators. One Synapse, one Aldari. Shooter squad's defense support being up for this big shooter squad upgrade now. Mech Boy's not upgraded at the moment. And Hive Tyrant could make its way forward with the support of his 2 Termagants. Over here, we got the Sentinel almost going down to the various forces. Guardian squads will be pursuing the Sentinel. Imperial Guard squad does fall back, and we got Commando Knob maybe trying to tie up a melee. No, throwing out a grenade. I think that's a stun grenade. It does stun 1 Imperial Guards model. 2 Guardian squads do fall back. The last one is seeing quite a bit of fire. We've got a lot of Imperial Guards from here forcing out the Commando Knob. And the last Guardian squad does fall back. Hitting kind of Catch and Devil squad does get a nice grenade launcher barrage there. Forces back the shooter squad, or he's soft retreating him. Howling Banshees charging forward with the Catch and Devil squad. And the Howling Banshees do shout in the face of the Imperial Guardsmen. We've got the Sluggers coming sneakily around, camouflaging forward with some Burnos being upgraded. Down south, we do have a Looter squad trying to suppress these Hive Tyrant forces. Mech Boy is quite wounded as well. Over here, we do got the Howling Banshees squad does get forced on back. The Burner squad's advancing forward with the Shooter squads advancing forward, being upgraded the Knob Leader now. Up in the north, we do have the Catch and Devil trying to destroy some power generators. Oh yeah, they have a lot of crowd control effect, as well as just good damage output. The Burner squad is seeing quite a bit of fire, doesn't need to fall back now. And the Lord Commissar is running out of energy. We got Imperial Guardsmen still at full health, and we've got more Imperial Guardsmen coming on forward as well. We have the artillery spotter being deployed on out. I'm not so sure how effective that is in 3v3s, but there's a lot of target opportunity, so I'm assuming very effective in 3v3s. Bringing a mortar barrage onto these forces, force back both those squads. Yeah, the Catch and Devils, they scale quite well, have a lot of crowd control effects, they do decent damage, and the Sarge does come equipped with a melted gun, giving good general damage output. Minor damage versus vehicles, good damage versus heavy infantry. Warlock's charging forward. We've got a pain boy here. That is the orc equivalent to a medic. And the Warlock is using quite a bit of fire, getting knocked back on top of the sluggers. We've got that's the artillery spotter, bringing them in, and it looks like the Lord Inquisitor has been upgraded to the crossbow bolt, giving a nice snare effect that will fully mobilize everything in that radius. Smoke round does come on board. That snare does also affect Terminators. Keep that in mind. We got the shooter squads being pushed way forward. That it looks like artillery flare there, smoke round, and now we've got the Howling Banshees closing distance as well. Howling Banshees are suppressed from the big shooters. They got a nice mortar barrage as well. We got multiple artillery squads spread out. One from the Lord Inquisitor, one from the Lord Commissar.
Standing by for orders, sir. Generator under attack.
And now we also have a Wog Banner. Over here, capturing up the point, will be claiming some power from their opponents. Catching up, so they have a nice grenade launcher barrage there as the Imperial Guardsmen advancing forward. We've got the artillery spotter ticking away as well. Wait, catching up was doing power damage, power melee damage? I did not know that. We got a smoke round being poured out. We got the Warrior Brute upgrade the Barbed Stringer Cannons, good AoE weapon. There's a lot in it. Barbed Stringer weapon should do some great work there. And the crossbow bolt gains some great snares onto the Guardian squads. One of them do fall back, the other one receive quite a bit of fire. High time charging forward has recovered the extended capacitor case, which grants the charge ability, as seen there. Trying to tie up the Looter squad with melee, but the pain boy in the region does get a great suppression there from the Barbed Stringer Cannon. Ravener Alpha, Ravener Brood has been pulled on out as well. Another smoke or artillery round does get called on in. Howling Banshees charging forward has declared the aspect of fleetness. Another smoke round. Lots of our good micro there with the artillery spotter. And this Guardian squad does get fully wiped out right there. That was a Guardian squad, right? Did he had a fourth our Guardian squad?
We're losing a requisition point.
Are you? Oh, you are not high. What does that mean exactly? Just because say, are you high? I don't know. We do got another stone grenade being thrown on out, trying to capture this point here. Over here, we got a nice little stun there, snaring the Hive Tyrant there, and the artillery spotter does knock back the Warrior Brood. Good knockback there, forcing back the Hive Tyrant once again. You also got looted tanks here, looted turrets or orc turrets there. A relatively rare item to see, and it's taking time to repair that one up. It's getting 2 orc turrets. I have no idea how effective that will be. It was a Guardian squad? Okay, thanks. It's just that I'm not usually aware of 4 Guardian openers. Stick bombs being thrown out by stick bombers. And it looks like the Catch Double Squad does get forced back, so does the Artillery Spotter. Stick bombers are throwing their stick bombs. Well, that's their job description, so they better do it. And now the Lord Commissar is advancing forward. Over here, we do got the Wraith Lord advancing forward, not being upgraded to Shuriken Cannon. There's 2 Orc turrets here, but they are going to be overwhelmed. The Barbed Stringer Cannon does do decent damage for buildings, but Orc turrets are relatively durable. Gets a nice snare there. And now the Lord Inquisitor is falling back. The Wraith Lord is still pursuing forward, has not been upgraded with Bright Lance, nor has it been upgraded with the Shuriken Cannon. Shuriken Cannon seems very, very useful at this time. And it looks like it lost another Guardian squad.
Roger, sir.
And now we've got Melted Gun Stormtroopers, very, very good. I love Melted Gun Stormtroopers, they're probably one of my most favorite units in the game. Get melted bombs and melted guns, and a full squad of them. What more do you want? Great hits there, forcing at the various forces. We got the Sentinel being upgraded with the what's it called? With the missile launcher upgrade, and we also have a Wraith Guard have been put out. Very good. I like seeing the more uncommon units. Stormtroopers and Imperial Guardsmen advancing forward.
Stormtroopers reporting ready. Their advantage is meager.
And you have a Tyrant Guard deployed out as well, as well as a Xenothrope. Zonothrope? Xenothrope. Is this Zone or Zen? Probably Zone. It's Z-O. Zoanthrope. Zoanthrope. I have no idea how actually precisely pronounce it. He's probably being a bit more British in pronunciation. Lord Commissars is seeing quite a bit of fire right there. And the shooter squad does get tied up in melee right there. But the Lord Commissar will need to fall back really soon as well. Stormtroopers are getting some great damage there. And, oh, what was that? Oh, we got the special shooter, powerful shotgun for the Orc Commando, getting some great damage there on the Casual Devil squad. Casual Devil squad will need to fall back real soon. He has all the smalls alive, but no health remains. Does try to go for a wipe there, was unsuccessful. Let's see, 4 Guardian squads are not very smart, not that they're bad, but since they're dealing with only piercing damage, they are very limited in their viability. Yep. Especially the fact that it's also a 3v3, you probably want more high explosive lobbers, because you can see how chaotic this game is. I don't think there are a good option, that many Guardian squads would be a good option in 3v3s. Maybe 1v1, sure, but not 3v3s. Do we see a D-cannon? Nope, that's just the Wraith Guard firing away. Wraith Guard getting some good damage there. And those got full retreat now. Pain Boys charge on in. Pain Boys upgraded with the Cyborg implant equipment. It gives them permanent upgrade. Also, I think that's one of the best upgrades items to give to a Nob squad. But it's a little bit far away from Knobs. Good, it's there. We do have the Hive Tyrant getting some good damage there onto the Slugger squad. And we've got the Sentinel constantly barraging away. Supposed to catch a point. We do got a Weird Boy here as well. This point has been secured. We got some Guardian squads made support and Stormtroopers engaging at range. Stormtroopers are cool, but they're too frail for their costs. Wish they had more health or some sort of damage resistance. Pros and cons. They're great at damage, that's for sure. They're more of a glass cannon unit. And they are very adaptable, to say the least. They also do have camouflage, which is very nice as well. Good grenade launcher barrage there. Catching up through a bit of hit there. Imperial Guard squad may get wiped out. There's a lot of fire coming down to it. Now we've got the Guardian squads engaging this stick bombs. Stick bombs receiving quite a bit of fire. We've got the Wraith Guard in this region as well. They're redeployed by the Webway gate. And they now got some great vomit by the Weird Boy. Catching Delps received quite a bit of fire. The Slugger squad may go down, but they have a bit of health still remaining. Grenade launcher barrage there and does wipe out the Slugger squad. Down south, the Hive Tyrants getting hit by multiple people once again. We got the shooters engaged the Zonothrope. The Zonothrope's using too much fire, needs to fall back. He has gone through 2 Zonothropes. Yep, that is not the Hive Tyrant. That was probably the... Yep, that was the Commando Knob who's seeing those chats. Warrior Brood does fall back. I just realized something. Those chats going on, but my chat box, my stream chat box is overlaying what the players are chatting about, so maybe it's a bad spot for my chat box. Oops. Webway Gate deploying out forces. Maybe we'll get some great flanking shots onto there. There are Pain Boys in the region as well. It looks like all the power generators will in fact go down. We got 2 squads of Wraith Guard here, and we've got a napalm run there. He's going to need to fall back really soon. The Wraith Guard can stay for around a little bit longer since they're heavy infantry. There's less models of them. Column missions do fall back as well. He does take out all those generators right there. Over here, we do have the Imperial Guards advancing forward with the Stormtroopers. Let's get a nice knockback there. Multiple stick bombs being thrown on top of the Stormtroopers or camouflage. It gets a nice wave of stun grenades as well. Oh, looks like the Weird Boy got some nice little cast there on the Cajun Devils. The Sick Bomber squad has fall back. We've got the Lord Inquisitor up and up with the Inferno pistol. She swapped out her bolt crossbow pistol for the Inferno pistol. High Fire has been upgraded to anti-vehicle melee. Just doesn't create any abilities, just gives them damage. And now we got the Flash Gits now engaging at range on top of the Tyrant Guard. Flash Gits are general anti-purpose damage, but it feels like they don't really do a whole lot of damage in most replays I've watched. So that could be misleading. The Sentinel needs to load up cracked missiles, engage the Tyrant Guard. Get some good hits there onto the Flash Gits. Now Imperial Guardsman's coming away for as well. Hypern has unburrowed. And I've got a Capillary Tower right here as well. We do have also a down hero there, I believe. Yeah, it is the Mech Boy that's down. Lord Inquisitor will be picking him up now. Oh, at least your stormtroopers died too quickly. No? Get good? Shooter squad receiving quite a bit of fire. Good knockback there on the Weird Boy. The Weird Boy's been upgraded to the bigger brains. Increasing the Weird Boy's health by 50% and also grant the over there ability, which grants the Weird Boy to fling allies into the air without damaging them. Very orc. Good grenades there from the stick bombs. The combining cast of Weird Boy getting some great damage on that Imperial Guard squad. Another Weird Boy simply blowing out. We've got the Wraith Guard pushing way forward as well. The Imperial Guard player mainly got some Ogre to deal with these Wraith Guard. And now we've got a Creeping Barrage ability being utilized. I'm assuming it's Creeping Barrage. No, that's a full Valkyrie run. I didn't realize they were tier 3. Oh, what is gone? Does have one Imperial Guard squad remaining. This artillery squad survived, and he still has stormtroopers. But that Lord Inquisitor may have lost 2 Imperial Guard squads to look like. We got a Looter Tank being foiled by the Mech Boy, and the Lord Calzar has quite a bit of resources. He's probably gonna go for a Bane Blade, maybe a Storm Blade.
Our allies have themselves a victory point.
Lord Calzar starts advancing forward. He's going for a Valkyrie run. No, he's trying to revive his teammate. And now we do have a Storm Blade being deployed on now. Is that the plasma gun one or the giant autocannon one? I can't remember. So these forces does get suppressed, does take out the commando knob there. We think has been deployed on out, and now we do have something deployed out right there. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a commando squad. More grenades running on in. There's just stun grenades. And let's get a good grenade onto the commando knob. It's been upgraded with the knob leader upgrade now. And now the power gen or the cinema generator is what's going on down.
Orders, sir.
Oh, is that Eldritch Storm? Let's do a full retreat there. Oh, what was that ability? I have no idea what that ability was. D-cannon. That was a D-cannon. Oof. D-cannons are nasty. We got appears to be 2 squads of Flash Gits out on the field as well. And now we've got the High trying to advance forward, has broken up the ward field, allows him to use energy as health. Zonothropes are doing some good damage, AoE damage, knockback on these forces. And now we've got the Purgatatis ability right there. That's a massive AoE ability right there. And now we're being something being called in right there. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a foot of Gork, I believe. I'm not sure. Some sort of earthquake. Termagant squad will manage to escape on out of there. Nope, Termagant squad does not escape out of there. And you get a Storm Blade that is the heavy plasma cannon. Looter Tank, everything it can annihilate, basically everything on the field. Got the D cannon, however, trying to annihilate stuff as well. Over here, we've got the Zonothropes being forced on back. We've also got a Bane Blade being deployed on out. for the Lord Inquisitor. Lord Inquisitor still has the melted gun stormtroopers, who can be very useful versus the Storm Lord. And here comes the plasma cannon of the Stormblade.
We are under attack.
And here comes annihilates that force, and the damage over time. No, that's not the actual ability right there. Commando Knob being upgraded to the rocket launcher, and the over there ability just been utilized onto the Commando Knob. It's a great special attack, explosive shot there from the Commando Knob, and here comes the another D-cannon shot there. Oh, gets a deadly hit there. And they got a full wipe, whatever that was there. Perfect Toss ability was utilized there, forcing back all the Wraith Guard. And now Avatar War is being blowed out by the Warlock as well. Now it's time for the heavy units. Got two Zonothropes here. Manticore being put up by the Lord Inquisitor. Very good. And right now the Hive Tyrant has Ravener Brood, two Zonothropes, and a Tyrant Guard. He's lost everything else. And right now the Ravener Brood is going to be camouflaged on the ground. You can see by the bluish effect, they're not currently spotted. There's no stuff here to spot. Does get naturally spotted right there and knocking back all those forces. Now it's time to attack forward. Tyrant Guard advancing forward. The Ravener Brood may need to fall back. Over here, do have, looks like, the Commando Squad. Oh, the Bane Blade is what's needed to take on that Storm Blade. Oh, we've also got the Basilisk Barrage from the Lord of Commissar's Emperor's Wrath. Sentinels are engaging forward. Luda Tank needs to start hitting that Storm Blade. The Bane Blade needs to start pushing forward, start hitting the Storm Blade as well. Weird Warrior does avoid that shot there. Over here, looks like it's getting a bit messy for both sides. So they lose a Zonothrope there. No, both the Zonothrope's still alive. He lost Wraith Guard there. His teammate did. Some sort of force shield build there onto the Knob Squad. Knob Squads are very effective. The Hive Tyrant is receiving quite a bit of fire. The Hive Tyrant needs to fall back. Does retreat to the webway. The Tyrant Guard doesn't reach it, but the Knob Squad is quite weird, so maybe the Tyrant Guard should be able to deal out with it. The cannon firing away some over there. It does throw his Commando Knob into the mix as well. Got grenades being thrown on in. Not sure how effective that will be. Got the Ravener Brood charging forward. Manticore Barrage trying to hit this heavy weapons team, but the models are pretty far away, the support crew, so he didn't really get a lot of good hits there. Storm received quite a bit of fire there. Baneblade's going to take an advance, but the Avatar now advancing forward. Commando Knob's falling back. Has been upgraded the Kaboom. The Sick Bomb's now throwing his way forward. Stormblade needs a little help. He could actually deploy out a, what's it called, a bunker for general repairs there. Ooh, and great hit there onto the Imperial Guardsman. Manticore does need to fall back. The Hive Tyrant has one out in the southern flank for the time being. And now it's VP is being captured up by the Lord Commissar. We have the Sentinel firing some high explosive missiles. I didn't see your chat message, so now I'm assuming you said Blue. I think you mean by the Stormblade, didn't you? D-Cannon getting some shots there onto the Bane Blade.
We're losing a power node.
And now we'll take another Stormtrooper with melted guns there. Needs camouflage forward to get a melted barrage. And we got the big boom cannon hitting the last cannon there. Ooh, Commando Squad receiving quite a bit of hit there as well. And the D-cannon almost wiped out those forces. The Nobbly is still alive as well as one extra model. Ugh, that shooter's getting ripped apart. Over here, we've got the Hive trying to force push way forward. These forces are getting suppressed. But we've got a high suppression Carnifex here. That'd be very useful for the blue team's anti-infantry support. Other than the big explosive super unit. Hive Tyrant says plenty of health remaining. I'm not sure what's talking about regen. Let's force back these forces. Tyrant Guard may want to get in underground, heal up. Another bomb was thrown on the Carnifex. And something being cast in there by the, oh, that's the mech boy teleporting forward with an earthquake. Suppressing and stunning a lot of these forces, slowing down these forces, allowing these various anti-infantry or anti-vehicle weapons engaging the Carnifex. Carnifex does go down. And now we got the Zonothropes falling back as well. Stick grenades pushing way forward. Those are stun grenades. Stormblade got a good hit there onto the Baneblade. And more D-cannon shots there. The Avatar is receiving very little damage so far. And we have the another D-cannon shot there, getting some good hits there. This one does fall back. Also got the Fire Prism. The Fire Prism will be useful to help engage the Baneblade at range. Rear guards from charging forward. Got the Casual Devils advancing forward. And over here, we've got the mech boy decapturing the VP. But he doesn't have a whole lot of VPs remaining, even though they have a, in my opinion, superior force. Though both the mech boy and the Hive Tyrant both lost quite a bit. Avatar's pulling him back. And does roll a miss there, in quotation marks, with the Storm Lord. Grenades now raining on in, trying to hit the Wraith Guard. Wraith Guard now gets stunned. Those stun grenades are seizure-inducing, potentially. And now we do have the Commando Knob getting knocked back there. Baneblade needs to start hitting these super units. He's starting to hit them, Stormblade. Stormblade is very so resilient. It is, of course, a Stormblade. Ooh, and the Imperial Guard gets annihilated by the Avatar. Avatar is currently suppressed thanks by the Stormtroopers. The gunfight does go down, so does the Avatar. Fastest Manticore Barrage now raining on in. Stun grenades there. The Stormblade is moving slowly away. Fire Prism trying to engage these forces. We've got the rocks now raining on in. Trying to hit these retreating forces. Stormblade needs to not push a little too far back. Let's go raid the rocks. Boom cannon from the something. Last cannon hitting these various forces. Got a big flank there by the orcs, but now the Hive Tyrant's coming to flank the flank. And Stormblade has seen quite a bit of fire, but the knobs are getting forced back, knocked around. They're trying to hit the rear armor of the Stormblade. They are being successful right now. Weird Boy has seen a bit of fire right there. Gets a great hit there on the stick bombs. The Stormblade may actually go down. That may be an Elder Storm. I'm not sure what ability that was. Burgertoss does come forward as well, getting some great damage there. The Lord Inquisitor may need to fall back. Baneblade has plenty of health remaining, so he can maintain constant fire. Got another Knob Squad being put out. May have lost his previous set. Got a Lemur support the Lord Inquisitor as well. Let's see. Best to use the Vanquisher Cannon. As much like the Executioner Cannon, the Vanquisher Cannon is probably needed just for artillery range. And a bunker being put out, likely repair bunker.
Sir, we're losing.
We've got multiple fire prisons right here for long-range artillery support. Looks like they have armor-piercing rounds loaded up.
Go ahead, sir.
And the Lord of Comsar has been upgraded, the Fist of Brachus. Woodbury Gate now receiving a bit of fire. And stun grenade from the Commando Knob.
Requisition points been acquired by our allies.
The game has calmed down a little bit, but Team Red Team still has a lot of heavy assets, that's for sure. Commissar has gone down. Now the Commando Knob is going to try to have a point, but does get knocked back by the Cadish Devil's grenade launcher barrage. Shotgun blast onto the Commando squad there. I'm not sure what that. The yellow flare? I'm not familiar with the yellow flare. Fire engaging at range. Got another Manticore barrage raining on in. Knob Squad does get suppressed there. The central point is still decaptured. Red team still has plenty of points. And looks like the Steward Shooter Squad here will get fully wiped out. Oh, got the Hive Tyrant forces pushed way forward. And that's also an Earthquake on the Mech Boy, I believe. Pain Boy is still alive in the mix as well. Flash gets this firing away. And Hive Tyrant does fall back. We do have the Knob Squad here with the shield ability right there. I'm not so sure what it is. A little bit too much to keep track of all the different abilities. Fire Prism started getting some good hits there onto the Knob Squad. Wraith Guard are falling back. Glass King trying to make their way forward. Good knockback there onto his own Warlock, and the Knob Squad does fall back. This VP getting decaptured could be very deadly against Blue Team. That could spell game over for them. Blue doesn't have a whole lot of tickets remaining. Baneblade now fully healed. It's likely a repair bunker, as I mentioned earlier. I just don't see any symbols or upgrades or anything of that sort onto it.
Power node is getting away from us.
And it looks like another, not sure what that was. Rear guards pushing way forward. We got the Warlock needs to start capturing the point. We're going to upgrade with the Warpath upgrade. Good stun shots there. We got the Fire Prism now camouflage forward. Seer Council charging forward, trying to capture that central VP. Vomit has come forward from the Weird Boy. Catching that was still trying to engage the Commando Squad. As there's a perk possibility of stunning the entire force there. And we do got the Foot of Gork now being called on in. Foot of Gork did stomp its ways down. And Limerus and now the Baneblade are trying to stop this point being captured. He needs to make sure to get that Demolisher Cannon in range of the VP to knock back anything that advances forward. Looks like Blue's blowing out tickets now. Manticore Barrage on top of the last cannon.
Ready here.
Fire Prison's trying artillery line its way forward. Make sure cannon has been upgraded to Limerus. The Lord Inquisitor is advancing forward. And we've got the Mountain Knob there, still camouflage. And now we've got rocks right on top of the Fire Prisms. The Fire Prism may go down, ultimately with the rocks and land. These forces push way forward while multiple orcs advancing forward. We're seeing a lot of AoE damage from these zonal ropes. And the center point's not being decaptured, and Blue will lose the game. This is Anna Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.